Hello and welcome back to our Astrox Imperium. Let's play poorly. Here we are. We've got missiles. We've got... What do we got? Oh yeah, the lasers and the assault launchers. We have an extra laser here. Yeah, we really want to... We need to make some money. Alright, let's see. What are we going to do? What are we going to do for money? Let's see what we got. No missions. Oh, we do have missions up here. We can exterminate 2 skilled raiders in Felishar. Let's see. What are my other options? I got take a look at my notes real quick here. I don't have any notes. All right, so that's we don't know what we're doing. I didn't have any plans. This is in Hunu, and we're going back to Temple Gates. That's an alpha job. Well, okay, so we're in Imperium Republic. Let's get back to home territory. Let's get over to Hunu. As always, I probably should have watched the last couple of minutes of the last episode, but I didn't. Because I never do. I'm sure I said something there like, I'm going to do this next time. Alright, let's go to Transporteers. No, not the market. We want missions. Okay, destroy 5 raiders. That's gonna hurt. 5 raiders. 2 level 10 raiders. I've done that, haven't I? That should be alright. I've done 2 level 10s, haven't I? I don't know. Where's Numbu? I don't know. There's the end sector. Where's the start sector? Don't know anything about... Ah, there it is. It's a Numbu over there. But you guys are pirate... Yeah, we're allied with you. Okay. So, why are we killing pirates? Why are we killing raiders in a pirate territory? That seems sketchy. Alright, well, let's do it. Do it. Let's see if we can get some more missiles. Let's get another 100. There we go. Where am I going? Guess I have to go to Ponzi, don't I? Oh, no, Numbu. There it is. Yeah, so I think my pilot is feeling a certain kind of way that he's only really able to get lucrative pirate missions. He really wants to be a trader. He doesn't want to be killing stuff. He kind of does, though. It's fun. But he wants to, imagine that he is a legitimate commercial pilot. So these kinds of jobs are just like, he's telling himself, I just got to do one more and then I can get on to my life. But he knows deep down, he's starting to like this. He wants to be Han Solo, but he's actually Greedo. Or Boba Fett, if you want it to be super cool. Alright, Raiders. Where are you, Raiders? Oh, no, we're not there yet. Haha, we need still one more. We need to go to Numbu. There we go. Guns out. Turbo down. Not until we get through here. There we go. There they are. Lelsip. Gonna get you, Lelsip. We're gonna get you, Lelsip. There we go. Ooh, nice. Nice hit. The other one's back there somewhere. Let me see if I can track him as well. Oh, wow. He's out. Down for the count. Hey, it must have been this temple guy. Go, Fawi. Let's go get you. That's what I was gonna do. Ah, I was gonna get the advanced missile blueprint. Okay, now I remember what I was planning to do. Uh-oh, more raiders. Shit. I mean, we're probably okay. Maybe that temple guy will help us out again. Or this guy. Ooh. One of our buddies. Ooh, right in the face. Took that one right in the face. Done. Okay, now let's see about these guys here. Can I kill him? Or am I likely to get killed by these guys? They're a lot. They're clustered all together. What are you in? What is that? Yeah. I don't recognize the icons, honestly. Oof. That was a close hit. Whoa! Oh! Okay, that... Oh, dear. Okay. Oh, no. No. Ah, I died. Continue from the last save. Damn it! Oh, now I gotta remember how to... Oh, yeah. Oop. Toggle... Well, I don't want the missions. Where's the heck? There it is. Okay, so, I now have to go back and kill the raiders again. Well, damn it. Yeah, I mean, it serves me right. I mean, I was not prepared for that at all. That's entirely on me. I'm still in my little initial ship. There's no way I was going to do that. I shouldn't have bit off more than I could chew. Okay. They have different names now. That's all right. Oh, hey, that guy's already getting attacked. What about my guy? Oh, there we go. I really like the way missiles work in the game in terms of their visual. I mean, I know that in fact it is just physics and that they're kind of overshooting and then tracking again and so forth, and then it's just regular calculations. It's intentional to the extent that that's how the physics system is kind of working here. But I just love the way that it kind of like dodges and weaves as it's getting closer because it is tracking a little bit more tightly each time. I think that's kind of fun. Oh, all right, we're done. Now let's get the hell out of here, and we got to go to Tella's in Bitcola. into Ballast Crow, and then we just gotta go to Bitcola. There we go. Is there anything out here? Yeah, we got the Lacuna Bandits. All right. This is, where'd it go? Factions, there it is. This is pirate territory. Or I should say, is it pirate or outlaw territory? Well, that's pirate territory. We're technically allied with them, you know, kind of makes sense, being as we're the commerce man. But still, personally, my character probably doesn't feel comfortable with these guys that much. He does want to go legit. He does want to be a good dude, right? All right, we got our money. So let's see. No blueprints here. Let me see if there's a location where we have missile blueprints. Antimatter missile. Actually, let's search this way. No? Okay. Energized missile. Advanced missile. That's the one. That's the one I want because it's not that expensive. So it's probably easy to build. So I'll be in Void Starcross. So the question was asked, what mods am I running in this playthrough? And it's the same as the ones in previous, which is basically the mods by Daring on Nexus. D-A-E-R-I-N-G is the username. It's Dragon Slayer on the Discord channel. And he has a number of mods. All but one of them are basically going to be graphical change mods. And they're all really good, and I really like them, and they're worth installing. He's also got a new one called Experimental, which is actually his completely rebalanced and modified design for how the ships progress and what their stats are like. And it looks really intriguing, and I do intend to play with that. Oh my god, that was weird. I do intend to play with that at some point once I've gone through this playthrough for a bit. Well, once I've completed this playthrough, I should say. Once I've achieved what I feel like this guy wants to achieve. And I'm really excited because it looks like it is very, very strongly balanced. He's made it a little bit more difficult than the base game, but rather than so one of the things that Momo has done over the years of the development is just kind of add stuff and tweaks things, but he hasn't gone through and done a full rebalance yet, which you don't necessarily expect him to do when he's still kind of building the game out. That's an unreasonable expectation. But Dragon Slayer / Daring has actually done that and rebalanced it for current, b140 in terms of what's in the game. And I'm really excited about it because it looks like it's very interesting. It looks like a lot of the ship sizes are all mapped out correctly in terms of that there's no duplication or there's no overlap in ways that kind of a weird, like there is a little bit in the base game. So yeah, that's really, really exciting. Right. And of course, I do have my ship design program, which is on somewhere. I've linked to some videos of it somewhere on my YouTube channel somewhere. And you can check those out if you wanted to build your own ships. And if you want to conform your numbers to the experimental mod, it is possible to kind of tweak things in such a way that you can do that. So, advanced missile dock. Here we go. Buy that. So all you need is one. It doesn't consume. But what it does do is you put it in the fabricator with those things: the plastic strands, calcium, and oxygen, and then you can and you can build your stuff. So let's go. I need to make a home base, right? Not make a home base so much as have a home base, I guess. So we're gonna go over to Hunu and treat that as our home base because it is the first. It's the first. First commerce. It's the first trade system out of the central Starcross. So we're gonna base ourselves right here for now. No, we're not. Never mind. It doesn't have a fabricator. It's got a refinery, but no fabricator. So we're gonna need to find a fabricator. Maybe Omnitrust, Linz, Horror Vault, maybe. We need to find a place that has a fabrication service, so that we can use that as our base of operations for building all this stuff. Eventually, we'll build our own station somewhere. Probably in Hunu. And then we won't have to worry about that. We'll be able to add mercs to it and so forth. Okay, fabricator. So we need. This is updated. It didn't used to do this. I think this is great. Plastic strands, calcium, and oxygen. Let's see. Do we have any here? We do. How much do they have? How much is it going to cost us? Not a lot. So we'll go ahead and do that. In the future, we're probably going to want to do a better job of buying and selling these things and refining things out to get that stuff. So let's see. I'm going to start with this calcium. They don't have a lot. They actually don't have enough here to make even one. So, and oxygen. We'll have to get some more calcium. And I think... where does calcium come from? Does it tell us here? Yes, a number of ores. I'm guessing it'll work with any of them, maybe? I mean, we can get it from any of them? We'll find out. Oh, dum-dum. Come on, get back in there. We need to put our ore harvesters in. And since we're at home basing here... Let's do not the. Oh no! Did I? Oh no, it's done here. Okay. Oh, my active scanner's already in here. Oh, okay, that was lucky. All right, so Corval, we know now you are the home base for us right now. All right, let's see. Are there? No. Come on. We need. There's some Gradion ore. There we go. Oh, dang it. Guns out. Oh! Point. Yeah, that was me. I put the afterburner on the turbo. Are there more out here? Yeah, it looks like there's a couple more. That's good. A bunch more. All right, we'll be fine. Oh, we actually have a lot of space here relative to the size of that particular rock. So we'll just play out this rock, I think, and then we'll head back and refine it out and see if we get calcium. And that's the thing, see, so once this game gets fully rebalanced, that is after the dev Momo has, completed the majority of the systems that he wants in place, plus the campaign and all that jazz, he'll rebalance everything. And I hope that what he ends up doing is rebalancing it in such a way that you are encouraged to do this gameplay loop of fabricating, or I should say mining, or salvaging, and then fabricating, and then hopefully, and it may be true already, I don't know for sure, but hopefully the ores will get you like half of the type of the components that you would need, and salvaging gets you the other half, or something like that, where you are encouraged to use all of the systems. But if you don't want to, if you would prefer to be only a miner or a salvager or a combat or whatever, you would be able to buy them, but they would be distinctively less expensive. It would be a lot it would be like significantly cheaper to do it yourself after an outlay. Like there's a fine balancing act to be done there, because at this stage it ultimately doesn't even matter how much it costs to buy the stuff versus mining stuff, because the amount of money involved, you end up making so much money so quickly that even if the purchase price is like 100 times the outlay cost to mine it yourself, the purchase price is still so low relative to the amount of money that you would ultimately have at that point that you don't care. So I'm hopeful that there's a balance that can be achieved. It's very difficult to do. It's not a simple thing, and there's always going to be gaps. Even like games like EVE Online, which is known for its being spreadsheets in space, still has those like metas, right? So it'll be interesting. But I think there's definitely a lot of room that can be done here to make it much better than it is. But again, it's not time yet. We're still in the early stages yet. No, well, not really. We're in the middle or mid to late stages of the game dev, I think. Ah, darn. No calcium. So we'll let this run through. One thing I should probably do is see if I can do... they don't have anything. I was hoping to get refining skill. Does it continue when I'm out of here? Let's see. I was at 4, right? The digit was 4. It does not. Okay, so that is still the situation where it only well, that was weird. It stopped when I got back in. It was still off, but then as soon as I went into the refinery, it reactivated. So that is the way it works currently. I hope that at some point it will be worked out so that it'll still process in the background. I thought it did. I seem to remember it did at one point. Maybe I'm wrong. But then again, at the same time, this also does encourage you. So on the one hand, you could spend a lot of money to buy the materials, or you can spend time, right? So even though it's cheaper to do it this way, perhaps you actually have to sit and babysit it or something. I don't know. That's probably not great gameplay, because people will get bored and everybody's going to complain. Why do I have to sit inside the refinery and wait for it? I could be doing something else, not just, making a cup of tea. Which I understand. I'm making a weird voice because I don't know. It's not a bad complaint. So I probably should have had it export to the storage. Okay. Well, none of this is useful. That's not entirely true. Is it? No, it is entirely true. None of these is what we want. All right, so let's go see if we can find out where we can get calcium from. Well, it's not going to be Gradion. We know that. Let's go over to Hunu. Maybe they've got Adamite? I don't know. I don't know if that's what it is. We'll see. And now, I could look it up, right? I'm sure I could just ask somebody on the Discord and be like, yeah, it's this. Or I can, look it up, and maybe it's on a Steam discussion or something. And I may even have known at one point myself. But that is not how you play the game when you're doing it RP style. You figure it out as you go. What am I doing? Why am I doing this? Why am I doing this? I don't want that. You learn by doing. You don't learn by reading the wiki. And it's one of my pet peeves about modern game design is that they always assume, players will just use the wiki. We don't have to teach them how to do it or give them the opportunity to learn on their own. We're just going to hide everything behind obscure systems. Not teach them and not let them learn. That's not what this game does, of course, but, talking about you, Star Trader Frontiers. That's what I'm talking about. Their go-to is read the wiki. Like, no, that's not how games should work. You should be able to learn the mechanics internally. That game could have been so amazing. And it is amazing for a lot of players. But for me, it's just very disappointing. Because it basically goes for complexity through obscurity. And that's a bad way to design games. All right, back to Lynn's. Now, there are some critiques to be made on that score for Astrox Imperium, but largely that is due to the fact that it's still in development. So again, we're not going to be lighting our pitchforks on fire or whatever. But things like the way trade information is provided is a little bit goofy and obscure. But it's definitely improving, and I expect that there will be a revamp going forward that makes it a lot easier to go through the steps of figuring out where your trades are. Now, on the one hand, he doesn't want to make it so that you can just kind of look at something and then it's like, oh, okay, go here, there, all done. He does want to make it so that you do have to explore and you know, find information. But still, there are some things that can be done, and I appreciate the work in that direction already. Like things like having the search be sortable now is very, very helpful. It's still two-step, right? You find it, and then if you want to know what the prices are, you have to come over here and stuff. I do wish that we could get prices and more information in here than we have right now, but you know, the information is there. We'll get it. We'll get there. Okay. Cross my fingers. Nope. It's the same set of stuff, isn't it? Pretty much. Okay. Alright, so where are we going to get calcium from, guys? We're going to have to figure that out. It might be from a higher end ore, or we may have to do some salvaging. Let's see, do these guys have junk? They do. Alright. How much does it cost to get me? Get 20 junks. And see what happens if I refine the junk. Think I can refine junk? I think that's what this is for. And junk parts are stuff that you can get from salvaging. We don't have any salvaging guns, and I don't even know if we have the salvaging skill. But if we get that, we should be able to go salvage some wrecks and stuff. At this point, we're basically just losing money. But we're working on a task. We're working on a specific thing, so that you gotta pay your dues before you can achieve greatness. Almost there. Almost there. We'll get there. Could have just paused the recording. Why did I not do that? Done. Okay. Now let's try the junk parts. Okay, that's a bunch of different things. Still nothing that we want. So calcium is probably going to have to go from higher end ores. We're going to have to go track those down, I think. Let's see. Had they brought in any since the last time we were here? No, they're still on stock. Well, we can go buy some somewhere else, but it will be fun to go searching for it. But that'll have to wait until the next episode, because right now we are hitting our 30-minute mark. So thanks for watching. See you next time.